Hello everyone, Bill Parish here from GTT Audio and Video. Here with the audio analyst, Greg Weaver. Welcome, Greg.
Thanks, buddy.
So Greg and I are going to talk about the Apple TVX. He may be an audio analyst, but I think he's in the video as well.
Well, I went to film school. I went to photography school. I was going to be a filmmaker. That's what I wanted to do until things worked out the way they did. And you sucked me right in with my love of video and films in particular. The example that we saw last night in your big room, and then even in your office today, your other office.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best video quality I've ever seen.
Well,
I mean, it's just amazing.
When Greg comes every once in a while, we'll take a little break, and we'll go sit down. And I think a couple times ago we watched a film. And you've seen my screening room before.
Oh yeah.
And but I was quite eager to get you in there after dinner last night.
Yeah, you stinker.
What had happened is the day before. Well, the end of June, Sony announced 3 new laser projectors, and what we did is we ordered the middle one, and then I had sold my Sony 715 ES projector at that time, making room for the new one. And little did I know that it would be back ordered, and Sony would never ship. And it's like, when is it coming? Well, you rolled in on Tuesday.
And put it up Monday night.
Monday late afternoon, it got delivered to me.
Yeah.
So I dialed it in.
Yeah.
Did a rough dial in, and then we watched House of Dragons, and then went to the family room and watched the football game. Yeah. So I had 1 hour on this projector. And then you rolled in, and I was just dying to get in there. And anyone that follows the channel knows that, we distribute the Apple TVX, which Chris Stevens developed. It's unbelievable, the best HDMI source out there.
I was blown away.
So I got Greg down there, and what did we do? We watched House of Dragons again.
But what knocked me out overall was, the blackness of the blacks, the density of the tonal colors. I mean, it was, the costumes. It was like we were watching a film.
Yeah,
literally like we were watching a film. And this is from an Apple TV. I mean, not the stock. Yeah.
Again,
the source
it's highly
insane.
Modified inside and outside.
Yeah.
And when I say outside, there's a linear power supply, which is incredibly modified. It also has noise sensing in it with a direct connect to the Apple TV board that can monitor the noise and squash any noise.
I didn't get into all the details.
Right.
But I definitely got into the involvement. It's definitely the best source I've seen so far. Now, I wanted to be a film director, so when you showed me this stuff, I'm like, son of a gun, this is insane.
Well, we have people selling kaleidoscopes and canceling the DCI subscriptions.
You were saying.
And it's quite amazing. But what we did with a new laser projector is even enter a whole new realm.
Yeah.
It's a whole new realm.
We've talked about this. You're thinking about letting me take a look at it at my place. And
I think we should get one over to you and let you really put it through its paces.
Yeah, I'd like to try it out.
It's all streaming. It's all streaming.
It was pretty damn impressive.
We watched the latest House of Dragons, which from the opening scene to the end, it's shot so beautifully.
Well, their production quality is off the hook. It's like they shoot a movie every week.
It really is.
It's fabulous production.
I can't even imagine the poor person making those costumes.
Oh my God!
The detail in it, believe me, unless you're watching it with an Apple TVX, you have no idea. You can see the material and the waffle pattern and the thread count.
Well, and
it's
individual
just,
hairs
yeah, it's
and
just ridiculous.
skin textures,
Pores in
and
the face.
I mean, it's
just,
remarkable. You knocked me
real,
out with it. You totally knocked me out with it.
Really, and then we got into a bunch of demo
material.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I have a decent theater. It's nothing like you have, but it's respectable. And I go to films. I've started going back to the theater now because you can go see films in a theater,
Right.
and I tend to believe that experience is worthwhile. That seeing it on a DLP in a theater with good sound. Not all theaters have good sound, but some do. It's an experience, and
Sure.
there's something about doing that with other people too that's kind of fun. Now that we can do that again, but I'm mostly concerned with and I'm terrible. I sit like second or third row, dead center, and it's like fill my screen. I want to see it. And in your screening room, dude, it was that kind of a cinematic experience. The video was
awesome.
absolutely amazing. I could have been convinced I was watching, a theater projection. It was fabulous. I couldn't get over it. You really sucked me in.
Awesome.
You really got my attention with this.
Well, I'll just give a little plug on the Apple TVX. I mean, it makes a great holiday present for those thinking of that. All the programming's coming back. Now's the time to buy.
Yeah.
It definitely is before we get too back ordered. And right now we've got a couple in stock. So think about that. And with that, we'll let you go unless you've got anything to add.
I can't wait to play with it at my place and see what it does there, because
Awesome.
I don't normally get sucked into that kind of stuff. You know me. It's
Right.
not the kind of thing I did, but when I saw what that was doing, I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is pretty impressive. So I'm looking forward to it. So
It was
enough
eye-opening.
rambling on my part, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg. Hey, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.